Magandang araw, giliw namin tagapagtangkilik ng The Working President. Ako po si Janine Magdangal na muli maghahatid sa inyo ng mga kwento at serbisyong pangpamahalaan at pangbayan na dapat nating nalalaman. Isa sa pinakamahalagang okasyon nitong Setyembre ay ang naganap ng 63rd United Nations General Assembly sa New York City. Nakiisa si Pangulong Arroyo sa mga high-level debates and meetings kasama ang iba pang world leaders. Narito ang aming buong report sa partisipasyon ng Pangulo.
Kabilang si Pangulong Gloria Macapagal Arroyo sa 4 na heads of state na dumalo sa Women Leaders Working Group na pinangunahan ng United States of America State Secretary Condoleezza Rice. Ang Women Leaders Working Group ay samahan ng mga leader na kababaihan sa buong mundo na nagsusulong para sa kagalingan ng mga kababaihan sa kani-kanilang bansa. Sa statement ng Pangulo, sinabi niya na sa kanyang panunungkulan, ang Pilipinas ang pang-anim sa buong mundo at pang-4 sa Asia na nagsusulong ng gender equality.
Females in the Philippines have a slight edge in both simple and functional literacy over males. We are also number 1 in the world, together with several others in the number 1 slot, in enrollment in primary, secondary, and tertiary education. There are more females than males who enroll in school, and there are fewer females who drop out. So I believe that we have made important gains, not only in the Philippines, but also all over the world as far as gender parity is concerned, but more needs to be done to ensure that we all meet our MDG goals by 2015, one of which is gender parity. In every corner of the world, we must attain the day when all men and women are truly treated with equality, meaning equal before the law, equal in terms of pay, and equal in terms of opportunity.
Sinabi pa ng Chief Executive na sa kasalukuyang sitwasyon ng mga ekonomiya sa buong bansa, mas nararamdaman ng mga kababaihan ang bigat ng mga ito dahil sila ang namamahala sa bawat kabuhayan ng kanilang mga pamilya.
With soaring prices of food and fuel, the poor women the world over are on the front lines because they have to be the ones to manage the strains of these uncertain economic times on their families and also on their communities. We have said traditionally that women have a double burden. For instance, in the Philippines, we have many career women, but at the same time, there must be the housewives as well. Now there's a triple burden when we have a global fuel, food, and financial crisis. So as women leaders, we must be champions of women in this special hour of need. It is now more than ever that we need women's voices to be heard, to fight for the rights and opportunities of women, both in our respective nations and in the whole world.
Matapos ang pakipagpulong sa iba't ibang leader pang kababaihan, nagsalita si Pangulong Arroyo sa United Nations high-level event on the Millennium Goals, roundtable on poverty and hunger. Sa nasabing pagpupulong, binahagi ng Pangulo ang pagsusulong ng Medium-Term Development Plan ng Pilipinas upang mapabilis ang pag-angat sa kahirapan ng mga Pilipino at malabanan ng gutom sa bawat pamilyang Pilipino.
Our pro-poor economic agenda has been at the center of our poverty alleviation efforts. Early on, we incorporated our commitments under the MDG in our administration's medium-term development plan. Thus, we committed ourselves to allocating the resources needed efficiently and effectively to all those areas. As a result, we have already made solid gains midway to 2015. at our rates of decline in extreme poverty and malnutrition, the 2015 MDG targets are expected to be met in our country. Yet, almost overnight, the significant gains we have made to alleviate hunger and poverty are under assault. The surge in the global prices of food and fuel have started to overwhelm the poorest among us. Against the backdrop of this turmoil, however, we still remain optimistic that the structural reforms we have made at home will allow us to overcome the external shocks from abroad.
Pinasalamatan ni Pangulo Arroyo ang mga bansang tumutulong para mapaunlad ang iba pang bansang maliit tulad ng Pilipinas.
We need the help of developed countries more than ever. We call on donor nations to help developing nations meet their MDGs on time. We need rigorous international cooperation and intervention as never before. We urge all countries to help in implementing the comprehensive framework of action launched by the UN High-Level Task Force on the Global Food Crisis. This framework involves the UN, donor countries, civil society, and the private sector in seeking food security through the right combination of policies, technologies, and investments. We are all in this boat together, rich and poor, developed and developing. Lives are deeply affected in Europe and North America by the economic turmoil too. No one is immune. But today I'm speaking in behalf of 85 million Filipinos and perhaps millions of our brothers and sisters from around the world who have been pushed closer to the edge. My friends, it is essential that we leave here this week firmly resolved to take action to stop the backsliding on poverty and hunger facing much of the world. We must always remember to put a face on poverty and a face on the poor. Their toll is our toll. But notwithstanding the strong headwinds of the global economy, we can make progress against hunger and poverty if we all stay together and help one another. Thank you.
Sa bawat pananalitang binitawan ni Pangulong Gloria Macapagal Arroyo sa mga pagpupulong na naganap sa United Nations, ito'y tanda lamang na patuloy ang Pangulong Arroyo sa pagsisikap na maiahon ang kalagayang pangkabuhayan ng bawat Pilipino.